All right, breaking inputs that are just trickling in. It's the US Central Command that has just released new video of the seizure of Iranian vessel in the Strait of Hormuz. It's a post that's been put up by the CENTCOM. Joining us on the broadcast is Shivan from the newsroom. Shivan, give us more details about the post that's been put up by the US Central Command.
Yeah, Samiksha, more details that have come in now. The US has released these from the CENTCOM, as you mentioned. Earlier, we understood that it was the USS Spruance, which is a missile destroyer which was firing at MV Tosca, which is an Iranian-flagged vessel, and it had been warned for almost 6 hours. That's what the US has claimed, after which they fired it, made it immobile, and took charge. Basically, they went on board this vessel. Now the details have come in, and this video that we're having for our viewers playing on the screen right now, this is now the CENTCOM sharing that, in fact, the Marines, they took off from the amphibious ship Tripoli, that's USS Tripoli. They went on board a helicopter. From that helicopter, they boarded MV Tosca. When the Marines were boarding, just shortly before that, USS Spruance had disabled Tosca's propulsion when the commercial ship failed to comply with the repeated warnings. During that time, the Marines boarded the Tosca vessel through a helicopter. They rappelled down. Clearly, all of this is happening in night vision. It happened in the wee hours of the night. After taking charge, they were able to take control of the Tosca vessel. This report and these visuals are now giving more detail about how this entire operation came about. Now, just to give you a little larger picture as we zoom out, this entire process is happening in the Gulf of Oman, essentially across the Strait of Hormuz, as the ship was coming in from the Arabian Sea. It was en route towards Bandar Abbas in Iran. It was coming in and it had been traveling since 8 days. This same ship has even frequented Chinese ports just in the last few weeks. The same ship was now targeted by the US forces after multiple warnings over 6 hours. Now, as I mentioned, to give our viewers a little more context, this is all taking place in the midst of a ceasefire, which in a way, Iran said had already been violated by the US when they carried out their own blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran lays claim to. But just yesterday, 2 Indian ships, 2 Indian-flagged vessels were targeted. They were attacked by the IRGC after giving clearance to move. So that ceasefire has, in a way, already been violated on multiple fronts. Now we're seeing a direct confrontation between Iran and the US in the Gulf of Oman. This visual gives you more details about how exactly the US came on board and took charge of the entire vessel. Now, this is a very large vessel, almost displacing more water than a usual aircraft carrier. To take charge of this, Iran has not taken well to it. They're calling it an act of piracy by the US. The US is making it clear that we have taken charge of the Strait of Hormuz. It's our blockade, and this is happening just a day or two before scheduled talks to take place in Pakistan, where reports are suggesting Iran will not be coming in. Now, will the Iranian delegation show up in Pakistan, or will it just be the US Vice President Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner waiting for talks to commence? We'll need to wait and watch where this leaves the scheduled talks a little later than the week.
All right, Shivan, thank you for getting us all those details. We will, of course, keep coming back to you as and when more updates